The story of Michael Jordan's antitrust lawsuit against NASCAR wasn't just about contracts and control. At its core, it was a family story, woven through nearly every testimony that unfolded in the courtroom. It began when Denny Hamlin, a three-time Daytona winner and Jordan's partner at 23XI Racing, broke down in tears. He spoke about his father, who introduced him to racing and put everything on the line to help his son reach the top tier of the sport. It set the tone for a case filled with emotional connections to NASCAR's long history. Jordan himself described how his own love for the sport started during family road trips to NASCAR races across the South. His father was a devoted fan of Richard Petty, and those weekends sparked a passion that would later inspire Jordan to become a team owner. Bob Jenkins of Front Row Motorsports shared a similar story, recalling how he fell in love with racing as a teenager and dreamed of one day passing his team down to his sons. Other longtime owners stepped forward with their own family legacies. Members of Gibbs Racing testified about how the organization grew into a true family business. Richard Childress, whose team has been part of the sport for decades, explained how he hopes to leave the operation to his grandsons, both of whom now race in the Cup Series. And of course, there is NASCAR itself, a family empire built by Bill France Sr. and still run by his descendants. His son Jim France serves as chairman, and he grew up hearing his parents' principles at the dinner table: always pay your bills, always keep your word. Those lessons shaped the uncompromising stance he took when teams demanded permanent charters. He insisted that permanence was impossible, saying he could never guarantee something that stretched endlessly into the future. The trial took a dramatic turn when NASCAR abruptly agreed to grant permanent charters, leading to an immediate settlement. Jordan, Hamlin, and their legal team celebrated at a Charlotte steakhouse, raising glasses to a victory they believed would help the sport grow. Hamlin said the result came from passion, a genuine desire to push NASCAR forward. Meanwhile, Jim France walked out of the courthouse with the family business intact, reflecting on everything he'd learned during the ordeal. It was a moment that showed how deeply rooted NASCAR is in generations of family tradition, and how those ties can shape both conflict and progress within the sport.